Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about something near and dear to my heart today, the MCAT, the Big Bad MCAT. I was thinking, somebody asked me a couple days ago how they should study for the MCAT. They're getting stressed out. It's now about a year away. A lot of people are taking it soon. It's actually May at the time I videotaped this. But I just wanted to cover kind of three main things today. First of all, the MCAT is not the most important thing that you're going to do for your medical pre-med career. It is something that you need to do, and it's something that you need to do well, because in order for you to get an interview, you have to meet certain curriculum or criteria for the school, and sometimes they use the MCAT as a filter. So you want to make sure you're at least at the average for that school or close to it. But like I said, if you have a really strong application, it may not be the determining factor. A lot of curriculum directors that I've talked to are saying that they're starting to look at it less and less. And so just keep that in mind. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself, and that wasn't necessary. The other thing I want to talk about is something I wish I had done. I wish I had studied for it like I am in medical school now for my boards. I wish I studied for it while I was taking my classes. So a lot of people do where they're like, okay, your classes are going to cover all the content, and then you'll go into like this 8-month period or 6-week period, whatever you decide to do, studying for the MCAT. I wish I had opened up my books and my resources while I was going through each class, annotating them as I went through. That's what I'm doing with med school now, and it's already made a big difference. So kind of studying for it from the beginning and the get-go. The other thing I wanted to talk about was kind of how I practice. One thing that I want you to know is not everybody's going to study well. There's not one proven resource that works. It's really about you. There are some resources online that you can take quizzes on how you learn best. If you haven't, it's like the holy grail. It'll help you a lot. Some people learn from videos, some people learn from flashcards, some people learn from reading content, seeing pictures. I'm kind of in the middle of both. But one trap that a lot of people fall into is they buy a set of books and they read the book front to back, and then they don't do well on their practice test. Well, I found myself kind of doing that at the beginning of my prep, and I realized that it's better to practice like you play and to do more practice questions. Practice questions and practice tests really are what changed my score with my MCAT. They shot up within the last couple weeks that I was studying for my MCAT. And what I did was, when I did a practice test, I would do it timed, but then when I would review it, I took the review time very seriously. If there was a content as I was taking the test or a practice test, I would write down like a checklist of things I need to go back to, and then I would go back to those things that, hey, I don't actually remember that. Oh, I don't understand that concept. And that kind of gives you something to take all this knowledge and to tie it back to how they might ask it. So I think learning how the test asks you questions, practicing them, I think that is way more important than just reading content. And so that was really helpful for me, and that's what I would suggest anyone to do from here.